Me already.
Always gotta start with something weird. Hey, welcome to Theme Park Chicken, a clean comedy podcast where we ask the most important question in themed entertainment. Are you a theme park chicken? I'm your host, Robin Ellsworth, joined today by my two co-hosts, the Cereal Sisters, Chelsea Becker.
I am one person.
Oh, it's both of you. It's both of you.
Oh.
You're the Cereal Sisters.
Oh. I just wasn't introduced, I guess.
And Brandon Ellsworth.
Oh my god. Wait, what kind of cereal? Like Killers or like breakfast?
Or like Cereally Sisters.
Oh.
Breakfast cereal.
Cereal numbers? Breakfast
Like
cereal.
Jazzy, sassy ladies.
I love breakfast
It's not what
cereal.
I think of when I think of cereal.
I mean, I don't think of a jazzy, sassy lady when I think of you,
Rice Krispies?
but I really wanted to introduce you guys as the Cereal Sisters.
Cocoa Krispies? I don't have any sisters. Oh. Just kidding, I do now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Brennan, he's the Cereal Sister, but he's a man. Okay. We're talking about something called Kitchen Kabaret today.
Is this real?
It's real. But
I'm on the wrong page of my thing.
I was trying to figure out, we're going to watch it in a minute. I was trying to figure out how to introduce this to you guys. And I started getting a little bit overwhelmed. It is a Disney attraction.
So then you decided to sing.
That's the best choice. If you're feeling anxious, just bust out a song.
I was feeling anxious but excited. So I started singing a song called Anxious but Excited. They could all hear me. Anyway, so I have some questions for you guys before we can proceed with the topic. Question number 1. Do you know what Epcot is?
It's a golf ball.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what's inside the golf ball? Because I didn't really know till I went there.
Are they all inside
More
the golf ball? Is it like that big?
It's
and
a
encompassing
golf course.
for all the countries?
There's a
that are in
ride.
there?
There's a ride inside the golf ball called Spaceship Earth.
On golf carts.
Okay, so
Because I
Epcot.
know the premise that they have a bunch of different countries. Like you start in Mexico or Canada, you have to pick, and then you go through all the different countries and eat all the foods and stuff. And Peru has Inca Cola, which is true. But
E-Cola or Inca Cola?
Cola. Inca.
Just say blanket
Cola.
statements like that.
It's
Jess.
yellow and it tastes like bubblegum.
Mm.
And it is a staple at many of my family's parties.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I don't like it.
Well, you're not Peruvian.
No, I'm really
Her
not.
husband is Peruvian.
It's true. And yes, but I didn't think it was all inside the ball.
Okay, that's better than that's more information than I thought you were gonna have.
Good job, Self. Thank you for watching all the Disney influencers.
Yes. Okay, Brandon, is that pretty much track with your Epcot knowledge?
He said golf
Yeah.
carts.
Well, it'd be cool if it was a golf course inside the golf ball.
That would be cooler. Someone call Bob.
Call Bob. Get him on the phone. I don't think he's doing anything. I think he has turned his attention away from the theme parks, but we can go.
Well, they're doing Dubai.
It's not. It's Abu Dhabi, isn't it?
Isn't that Dubai? Or I guess
Oh, don't. I'm so ignorant. I have no
Welcome
idea.
to the Geography Podcast. I turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone, so I can't tell you.
Where we talk about
All right.
geography.
Do you guys know what Epcot? It's an acronym. Do you know what it stands for?
Especially protected citizens of the Earth, which is one word.
Earth people can overcome travesties.
Nice. I think that
Pretty good, right?
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna info dump about Epcot real quick.
Are we gonna learn what the acronym is?
We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn today.
I thought ours were pretty good, but apparently not.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good. I have a third question. Do you know what the original concept for Epcot was? Walt Disney's Golf City.
Golf City.
Walt Disney's
Pixar
original
plant.
concept.
Sorry.
Oh, that's our original concept.
It was a 3-story city that was perfect.
Pixar Put is not our original concept. It's a real thing that's happening at the Pixar Hotel right now.
What?
And you can go for $24.99, I think.
$2,400.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm so behind.
It is. It's cute.
Cool. Brandon, you were on the right track. So Walt Disney came up with Epcot. He was tired of... I'm going to give you what my knowledge is. So this is the history according to me. All right. So if anyone's listening to this and they're like, that's not how it went down, let us know. But
it was a golf cart. And we'll believe
you. It was a golf cart.
You can say anything you want. We believe you.
Okay, good. Well, you gotta learn today. So Epcot was Disney's like magnum opus. It was like his dream. And he was done with theme parks. He didn't want to do theme parks anymore. He wanted to do an experimental city combining all the technology that he used in his theme parks to make the city of tomorrow. So Epcot, Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Today.
Yep. Walt Disney envisioned it to be a real city with real people. And it was like young, active, good-looking people would live there. And it was like a utopia. And it would always, everyone's houses would always have the newest technology available. And transportation was like huge for him. He wanted to have all this public transportation, like a monorail style thing, and garbage underneath the layer of the city, waste management. And so there was going to be 20,000 residents in Epcot, and it was going to be a real city where people would really live and work. And it would be a radial design like the hub at Disneyland. So hub, spokes, wheel spokes. And a real city with wheel spokes.
Wheel city.
Okay, and he also didn't want any cars. He hated traffic. So you'd have a people mover. Yeah, no Autopia. No, not here. You'd have a people mover, a monorail, and you would have pedestrian streets and vehicle streets. So no sidewalks, nothing like that. Then residents would rent, so people would be constantly changing. Like, he didn't want people living there for 70 years and then getting old and boring and dying there. He wanted, like, you're going to live here for 4 years and we're going to give you all the newest stuff. And every time a new refrigerator comes out, we're going to stick it in there. And, like, everything is going to be cutting edge all the time. And he wanted to show how technology could solve the world's problems, like, specifically, like, traffic. He hated traffic. And so he was like doing this experimental city to model other cities after. He was going to take over the world. Okay. Then he died. That was a problem. Because Walt Disney was the one with the vision, and everyone else had his idea and his vision, but without him leading the ship, it was like, what are we going to do with this now? And it became a theme park, which is interesting. Oops.
Go back to what you know.
Yeah, yes. Because he passed away in 66. So Epcot didn't open until 1982. And they were like, okay, like, we'll just make it a theme park, and we'll do, like, Future World, which is the futuristic part of Epcot, and then we'll do World Showcase, which is what you were talking about, Chelsea, with all the different land pavilions. Okay, are we caught up now in Epcot?
Yes, I do have to contest Brandon. It is the community of tomorrow because today is almost over.
She got you.
I was going for Phineas and Ferb. You were going for Office.
What do you guys have thoughts? I want to hear like your thoughts on the original concept of Epcot, since I don't know if any of that is familiar to you. Like, people talk about it a lot, but I've never talked about it to Brandon, I don't think.
I thought it was in the Imagineering story.
Yeah.
It's cool. He'd probably like video games. Would have been.
He would really like those
satisfied that
refrigerators
desire.
where you can see what's inside.
Yeah. And you
those
could
are
tell
sick.
it, like, it will say you're almost out of milk or whatever. Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's a cool concept, you know, like, and that's why we like Walt, because he's just like, I want to fix problems, and I want to make a park that I'm not bored at, so let me make a park that I'm not bored at. I don't know. He's got stuff done.
Yeah. Chelsea?
I don't think I would want to live there. I'm pretty chill, pretty boring. I have 2 Amazon Alexas in my house, and I use them to check the weather outside. That's pretty much it.
Just stick your arm out the window.
That's what I tell the kids. They're like, Mom, is it going to be cold? Do I need a sweater today? I'm like, go outside for 5 seconds and you tell me. They're like, okay. But the thermostat.
And then meanwhile, you're like, Alexa.
I'm like, Alexa, is it cold outside? And she's like, let me check the weather. You're this far from the sun. Because that one's the kids one. If you ask my regular Alexa what's the weather, she'll just tell you. She's very chill, and then I have it for the Wicked setting, so she'll play Wicked music at the end. But the kids one, and when I say, Alexa, what's the weather outside, she's like, it does like a thunder sound, and like, it's currently raining. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know, because I couldn't see out my giant windows of the front window. I just need to know if it's going to snow. There's an 80% chance that it's already raining. Alexa's useful for that.
So you have a kid Alexa and adult Alexa?
I do, but my kid Alexa is in the kitchen because the kids were being really annoying with it when I had it in their bedroom. So I was like, forget this. I'm just going to make it my kitchen Alexa, and she can like set timers for my recipes and stuff. I don't do that because when I set her timer, I don't know what is wrong with that one, but it won't beep at me appropriately when the timer's done. The one in my room beeps at me appropriately. I can hear that across the house. But the kitchen one with the kids one is like, beep, 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 beep. I'm like, I need to know if I'm burning my food. So
you're like, Alexa, did the timer go off? Yeah, why?
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. What were you doing? Yeah, but she also turns off my TV, so I'll be like, the kids are in the room, and I'm like, Alexa, turn off Toy Room TV, and that's the TV in our living room because it got switched with the Fire Stick, so it's called Toy Room TV. And sometimes she's like, I don't know what that means, and other times the kids will be like, hey, who turned off the TV? And it was me the whole time.
It was Alexa.
Yeah, blame Alexa.
I love like Smart House. You know, I used to be terrified of that movie, but now we live it.
We do. You really do.
I don't know how I feel like. I don't know if I feel like it's a bad thing or a good thing. I saw this comment on Instagram because someone was posting about ChatGPT, and someone was like, trying to argue against ChatGPT right now is like people that said the internet was never going to catch on.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just is. It just is.
Yeah.
So
my favorite thing the boys use Alexa for, they go, Alexa, Simon says, and then they'll say something stupid like tickle fart or something, and then Alexa will be like, tickle fart. And it's so stupid. And I get so annoyed. And I have to disable her for a minute because I'm just like, we don't need to play Simon Says with Alexa because she will repeat it. And it's annoying. And they'll be like, Alexa, Simon says hoobity doobity doo. And then she's like, hoobity doobity doo. And I'm like, stop. Be nice to Alexa. She's going to rule us one day.
She'll remember that.
Yeah, she's like,
it's stored.
I'm like, if you said please, maybe she'd remember that. It'd be nice.
I know, I'm always like, thank you to my ChatGPT. And it's like, you're welcome, boo.
Thanks, bestie.
Thanks, bestie. Okay, anyway. All right, back to the kitchen. Let's get back in the kitchen where we belong. Okay, so Epcot is like the Tomorrowland of Disney World.
So is it?
They have their own Tomorrowland problems. Yeah. Well, yeah. People are like we have the Tomorrowland problem, which they also have in Florida, but people are like, the Epcot problem, how are we going to fix Epcot, all this stuff. World Showcase, I think everyone pretty much loves, but the Future World area is the problem, which is basically another Tomorrowland. So, wow, can't imagine that wasn't going to work. But we have an area called the Land Pavilion. And in the Land Pavilion, I think, and people, you can correct me if you want to, I've only been to Florida once, but I think the Land Pavilion is the area that they just put the Moana Ways of Water thing. Have you seen videos of that?
I think so.
It's like cool, like you can control the water with your hands.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. But Kitchen Kabaret was a show in the Land Pavilion.
I forgot
from
we were talking about Kitchen Kabaret.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I got really sidetracked. Yeah, no. We're talking about something inside Epcot now.
Yes.
It was a show in Epcot from 82 to 94. And it was a musical animatronic show featuring food. And the food would sing to you about eating healthy.
Beauty and the Beast style?
I think like more like Broadway review style, like
amazing,
more like Mamma Mia.
I'm on board.
So opened October 1st, 1982, closed January 3rd, 1994, and was replaced by a show called Food Rocks, which is this whole other thing.
It does.
Yeah, it does. And this was like a 90s pop style show. So we don't need to talk about Food Rocks because that's its own thing. And we can do that another time. But should we talk about... Well, we should watch it now. So we're going to take a pause. It's only 12 minutes. If you look up Kitchen Kabaret full show, listeners, if you want to see it, it's on YouTube several times over. I'm watching the one by Mouse Steps. Vintage 1991 footage.
I love Mouse Steps.
And... we will, yeah, oh yeah, you're vintage. We'll come back after we've watched it. Okay, we're back. Did you love it or did you love it?
At first I was confused. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. But it quickly grew on me. And as I was listening, I was like, I'm going to go to the comments to see what people think. Can I read some of these comments for you?
Oh my gosh. Always, always.
Okay. Rose Strife 1498 says, I came here because I was on hold with Disney World for an hour and I couldn't figure out where the Veggie Fruit song was from. Because they're still using that on their hold music, which is amazing.
Oh gosh.
I loved that. It made me so
That's
happy.
Amazing.
And my second favorite comment was from King Gigi 73. Every time I'm waiting for Guardians of the Galaxy and Star-Lord brings up the Kitchen Kabaret, I glare at him because he got to experience it as a kid and I didn't.
Aww.
Bit of resentment. But I love that Star-Lord's still bringing that up in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disney Orlando.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is like it's like a cult classic. Like people are all about this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that they're using veggie. Can we all sing it? Can we sing veggie fruit?
Will you get copyrighted?
1, 2, 3, go!
Veggie fruit,
Veggie fruit.
Veggie fruit. That was fun.
Okay. Amazing. Brandon, what'd you think?
Crackpots?
Yeah.
I think the Imagineers and the band.
You also can't say Kitchen Kabaret Crackpots because all of those words aren't supposed to start with K, but they made them start with K. And I'm like, what is the conspiracy here with a K?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Troublesome.
Yeah. For years. 82 to 94. 12 years of troublesomeness.
That is troublesome.
And nobody even noticed.
Let's move on. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Huh.
Just faces on grocery products.
You say that like it's not the best thing ever.
Guys, they put the ice cream in the fridge. People weren't mad enough about that.
The apple was straight nightmare fuel. And I kind of want the ham as like a desk ornament.
Okay, the ham is adorable and he looks just like the workshop master from Rudolph, the dentist. What? Oh no! Wait, yeah. The one that's like, you're fired.
Who fired?
Dentist boy? Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. No, wait, not the dentist.
Yeah, you
dentist boss.
I love him.
Not Hermie, you guys. Not Hermie.
Hermie.
The guy, the foreman. The
can't
toy
fire
foreman.
Me. I quit.
Seems I don't fit in. Okay, yeah. The foreman. He looks just like the foreman. The ham does. Yeah.
Foreman but ham.
That's all I needed to say. I loved that the ham and the egg like were steamed. Like they went into the pots. They went back into their pots. Okay, any other thoughts, Brandon?
No.
All right. Chelsea?
One of my other comments was that it's where Soren is now, and I was like, well, that's fun, but also weird.
Yeah. That is weird.
I mean, I'm not going to be biased, but yes, I am. I like Soren better. I like Soren over California better than Soren over the world, so that might even be more of a hot take. And I don't think they have a Soren over Florida.
No, they don't. But I think Soren over California is, I think that is the take that's accepted. I think people like that better.
That's the best.
That's why they keep bringing it back, because
that's why I keep going back to California Adventure.
Yep. Okay, so let's go through these one at a time. So we start with the kitchen crackpots, which says it's a jazzy opening act. I couldn't understand anything they were saying. No. Yes.
Because I was like, are we supposed to be learning about healthy eating from this mayonnaise whacking on a beet can? I don't understand. And that was the point where I was most confused. I was like, his drums are beets and tuna, and he's mayonnaise. He's not even like low-fat mayonnaise or like avocado mayo. He's just straight-up mayo, which I get. It's the 80s and early 90s. So, like, it was a wild time, full-on fever dream. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so the video that I watched during the crackpots section only showed the fridge. So was that the same as the mayonnaise part?
No.
Maybe I missed something.
The crackpots were banned.
I thought I watched the same video you did. I went from the mouse steps video.
Oh, I started it a minute in.
You missed it.
That's what happened.
You missed a lot, then.
All right, I missed a minute. Okay,
you missed the lady singing.
Yeah,
you missed the lady
let's talk about her.
Didn't have a skirt, but
okay.
had a skirt.
Let's talk about her. Her name is Bonnie Appetit, and I have questions.
I love her name.
Why does she have no clothes on? Is my first question. I feel like
someone dresses her for Dapper Days. That was another comment, and I was like, "That's fun."
Okay, that is fun. That is fun. I think she has like 4 different costumes in the show. 3 out of them are fine. And there's one that's like an apron with a mini skirt, and I'm like, I need you to be dressed like Miss. I need you to look like Miss Rachel right now, and not like that.
the frilly diaper things that they put underneath baby girls' dresses. It looked like that. I was like,
but it was
she's wearing her bloomers.
It was like a cut.
She forgot to put her skirt on today.
It was like it was just a loincloth.
The quick change didn't happen.
It was a fluffy loincloth.
A
ruffle loincloth.
I couldn't understand what she was saying most of the time, and I was also like, what are you wearing? Like, this is a children's program.
Yeah, and I think it really shows that she'd been doing that for 10 years because she looked tired. She was like, I've been here all day singing about food to these kids who don't care. And obviously she's animatronic, but still, animatronics get tired too.
It weighs down on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Underpaid, overworked, underpaid. Underdressed. Okay, so then we have the Cereal Sisters.
They were amazing. That wasn't the next thing, though. We went to the fridge next for the dairy.
Okay, this is where I got lost. Okay, because I had the crackpots, and then I thought that those were the dairy ones. So then we went to the dairy.
Yes.
Thoughts on the dairy? I love their costumes. They look like Candyland.
Were they in the fridge or the freezer? Because ice cream does not go in the fridge, people. What are we doing here?
And milk doesn't generally flow when it comes out of the freezer.
Yeah. I mean, cheese, you can find yogurt. You can freeze yogurt. Frozen yogurt's a thing. You want to churn it a little bit, but if it's already frozen, go for it. Yeah.
Churn that yogurt. Okay. All right. Then we have the Cereal Sisters, who I loved.
They were amazing. They were the first part where I was like, okay, I'm on board with this. This is fun. This is cool. I'm back in. I'm over the ice cream. Don't care about it anymore. Let's get some cereal. Dibs on oats.
Let's get serious.
Yeah, corn was good.
I thought the toast was my favorite part. The toast with the little trumpet. He was into it.
Saxophone?
It was a trumpet.
It was a trumpet. There was Mustard would have the saxophone, I think.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Then we have ham and eggs.
Ham and eggs.
That was your favorite part, Brandon?
I like that part, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I could have made you guys be ham and eggs, but full disclosure, I knew of Kitchen Kabaret, but I had never watched the full show until just now.
I'm glad we were the Serial Sisters, because when they started singing, I was like, oh, this is the right choice. This is definitely the right choice for us. We could do that. We would be so adorable.
They would be so cute. That's our next Dapper Day.
Yes.
We'll be the cereal, all of us. Well, you guys could be the Serial Sisters. I could be the toast.
Or what was the thing in the middle?
I wasn't sure. Let me see if I can look at a picture. Okay, so it looks like...
It's like a Chucky doll.
Yeah, it does look like a Chucky doll. Robin, you want to be a Chucky doll in the middle of our series?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, then we have the Colander Combo and the Fiesta Fruit with their famous song, Veggie, Veggie, Fruit, Fruit. I have no notes on this one.
No notes. Perfection.
The apple.
Cannot be improved upon. The apple. That broccoli popped up at the end, and I was like,
Jump scare. Okay, so this is like perfect edutainment is what they call this. Would you... People loved this.
Intercational.
Intercational? You said like interstellar?
I said intercational.
Like could you pause longer next time?
Like international. An international vacation. He's back on Epcot. We're intercational.
My E's and my I's sound the same.
One thing I wanted to bring up is the heebie-jeebies are real. And I think I love that this is...
Simon says heebie-jeebies.
Heebie-jeebies.
Not heebie-jeebies.
They're real.
I love that it's like one stage and they come out of different parts. But all that gets stuck in my brain is like when they go behind, the fridge door closes or the ham and eggs descend into the pot. I'm just thinking about them sitting there. Ugh. And there's nothing that bothers me more.
When you close your fridge door and your food is just sitting in there?
My food is not animated and singing sometimes. Thank goodness. I just don't, I get really bothered. Like when you're on a ride, the animatronics are usually always, well, that's not true.
What are they doing?
Here, let me think about this. The snake in Indiana Jones is triggered to lunge at you when the second row person on the right, actually second to the left on the right, whatever, when you approach. A lot of the animatronics are triggered when you approach. But I don't like thinking about them resetting for the next people. I don't like thinking about them sitting there not doing anything. It bothers me. It makes me feel like scared.
Do you have the same problem on Radiator Springs when Mater goes back into his little crevice before he comes back out for the next people? Got it.
I was literally, you read my mind.
Because I was like, he's a car.
Read my mind.
Not exactly animatronic, but yeah.
No, you literally, I was going to say, when you watch Mater turn around and go home, that bugs me. I don't like it. I don't like thinking about Indiana Jones hanging from the rope, just doing nothing. I don't.
He's just chilling there.
I know. Okay, so I worked at Disneyland for 8 months, and then I worked there a second time for 1 day, which hilariously, there's a cast member lawsuit right now that I'm part of, a class action lawsuit.
For the 1 day?
Yeah, okay. So everyone's getting back pay because they settled the lawsuit. I just found out about this. And I have the worst luck in 2025. It has not been my year at all. But they changed the date range. So at first, the date range included when I worked there for 8 months. Yeah. So I would have gotten back pay for the 8 months, right? Then they changed it to be 2019 on. And so I was like, okay, so I'm reading this email. Okay, I guess I don't get any money, whatever. And then I find out that they're counting that 1 day that I worked there also.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what happened. And this is why I know that there's a plan for all of us.
Sorry. That's not something I need to laugh about. Okay.
Okay. When I was working, I decided to apply for Disneyland to go to attractions because I really wanted to be able to do a track walk and walk around the track when the animatronics aren't working. I really wanted to be able to do that. That was the dream.
Your fear, or for like you thought it'd be fun at the time?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn my light on because it's getting dark. That was my only. Whoa, hello, sun.
You're beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that's so bright. That was my only like reason for wanting to do attractions. I wanted to try something different, whatever. Then I told everyone the only ride I don't want in both theme parks is Jump Jump Jellies.
Ridiculous choice, by the way.
I don't want that ride.
Would have been a great choice to do our thing for last week, where everybody gets to watch you do that ride. That also has a lot of space, and everybody can see you the whole time.
That's true. That's a good point. But in my mind, there's no animatronics. There's no track walk. Their costumes are not good. I'm sorry if you work at Jump Jump Jellies. The costumes are not cute at all. And anyways, so that I said was the only ride I didn't want to get, and that's the ride I got assigned. And I went there for a day, and I realized this is not it for me. And ended up getting a different job and whatever, I left. That's why I'm saying that was the plan, okay? Because what are the odds that I would get that one ride that I didn't want?
They read, I don't want this, and they were like, she wants this.
This is what she wants. Anyway, so all that to say, I was hoping to overcome my fear of static animatronics, and I didn't get to. So now, 6-7 years later, I just got jellyfish. I don't know what to do about it now. But when I watch Kitchen Kabaret, I'm bothered. I'm bothered by it. What do I do?
I don't know how to help you.
Why not?
She's not a therapist.
I'm not scared of animatronics. Generally.
Like, if it was just like a wax figure, or like, are you scared of mannequins too?
No.
If a mannequin was on a track and then the track moved back.
Let me say something. I'm scared of the mannequins that are inside the ride at Knott's Berry Farm, the water ride. Those freak me out.
That'll do it.
So it's a dark space.
Yeah, absolutely the Yeti. 100% the Yeti.
Even in B mode?
Are you afraid of the goat on Thunder Mountain?
The goat on Thunder Mountain is just chilling there.
Not
He's
animals.
Not, like, moving, though. He's
so
like,
it's a light space. Are you afraid of the bat eyes in Thunder Mountain?
I don't like that area. I do not like that area.
It's dark areas. That's what it is. Turn
Mama
your light
Odie?
off.
So that's what... I haven't seen Mama Odie.
Would you be scared?
I probably not.
So the vultures in Splash Mountain.
They're just sitting there. They're not doing
I didn't
anything.
mind them, but I didn't like Brer Rabbit. Because remember, I'd look back and I'd see the light, and I one time saw a behind-the-scenes photo of the Pirates of the Caribbean auctioneer. Okay? From the back.
Yes.
I did not like what I saw. I did not like what I saw.
Didn't have a good caboose.
No booty on
No,
it.
it was the back of the upper body. And I will tell you guys after. But it just sticks with me. So I never got to fix it. Are you okay?
Yeah, there's like ringing in my headphones. I don't know what it is. Oh, it stopped.
It's the animatronics. They're coming.
They're
coming
like,
for you.
stop talking about us.
They're like, why aren't you afraid of me?
Brer Bear, when he was over the alligator before they took the alligator away.
Well, all of Splash Mountain gave me like the worst heebie-jeebies of any ride ever.
When you're gone, he's just sitting there over that alligator.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
But on a ride like
World?
Haunted Mansion,
Small World.
not Small World doesn't bother me.
Okay.
On a ride like Haunted Mansion, when you're in the Doom Buggy, you're protected. Your back is protected. But in Splash Mountain, it's like anything could touch my back at any time.
Especially the person behind you.
And hopefully it's never you, because now you know my weakness.
I would not exploit that.
Splash Mountain's pretty bright, though. I'm sorry, not...
what?
Small World. Small World's pretty bright.
Yeah, yes.
Different log flume.
I think it is a
Log.
darkness thing. But I also have... We could just start talking therapy. I also get really bad dusk anxiety at Disneyland. But I think it's because the drive home is long.
I was like, I need to go see the
drive
Paint the Night
home.
Parade. And then I was like, I am not going to go see the Paint the Night Parade because how would I get home after that? In the
That's
dark?
exactly. Like, you are like, oh, dusk at Disneyland is my favorite part of day. and it's beautiful. It's so stunning. But then you're thinking, I got to make sure I'm not too tired to drive home like the whole time. And I don't know. It's messed with me.
That's why you get in and out on the way.
That's why you bring your husband.
And then you fall asleep on the road. And when your guys' mom used to, when Brandon and I were in high school, your guys' mom used to drive me and Brandon to Disneyland, and I would just like pass out in the back on the way home.
Because you could.
But because you could. Now I can't do that anymore.
Mom's great at driving.
Yeah.
Should have Mom drive me. I'm going on Tuesday.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm literally.
You should just take her with you.
I'm having Robert drive, and I'm going for like 10 seconds. I am going into California Adventure. I'm getting my Paint the Night poster for being a Magic Key member. Like I've earned this. This is why I'm doing.
It's
this.
an errand.
Yes.
And then it's not a day.
It's a quest.
And then maybe I'll pick up a snack, and then me and Robert will have our snacks on the way home. We'll have Teddy with us, so maybe like if he wants to park, then he can get out and we'll do Downtown Disney for a little bit. But he was like, "No, don't pay for a ticket for me." At one point he was like, I don't know if I want you going alone right now. Maybe we'll just take the boys out of school that day and we'll all go. And I was like, that sounds fun, but I don't want to pay like that much money for them
$900.
Yeah, on a school night. That doesn't sound fun. So I'm just going to go by myself, pick up my poster, grab a snack and leave.
That sounds nice. The last time Brandon and I went was when I was just barely pregnant, and we went for like 3 hours in the evening and still spent like $75. And we were like, So,
that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Snacks.
We went with Kit.
Yeah.
You did go with her.
Oh, you're right. The last time, you're right. We did go for her birthday.
Alone.
Yeah.
That's before we had a kid. when we were alone.
Anyway, why did I just think of when they apparate into wherever, and Hermione's like, oh, they apparate into, what is it called? Sirius Black's house. Grimmauld Place.
Grimmauld Place.
And she's like, we're alone. Anyway.
I don't know why you thought that. Thank you for asking.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so off track right now. Okay. The last question I have, I just wrote down veggie, fruit, but I also wrote down, how would you inspire kids today to eat nutritiously? And this is not a judgment question, because all we ate today was hamburgers, ice cream. I gave Kit Dr. Pepper and chicken nuggets. So this is not like you should get your kids to eat nutritiously. I'm just wondering, if you were an Imagineer and you had to design a show to get them to eat nutritiously, what would you do?
What part about our diet's not nutritious?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all. It was only because they didn't have Coke products, okay? I needed my Coke Zero.
Well, this is kind of my career, actually.
Oh.
Because as a dental assistant, I had to like educate these children about like the things that they were eating, and the don't have like gummy candies and fruit snacks because that sticks between your teeth. If you're gonna have a candy, have like a chocolate, because that you'll eat it and it'll melt and get out of your teeth. It's better for your teeth, not necessarily better for your body. But then we talked about how like cheese and strawberries can help scrub your teeth and prevent cavities, and those are good things for your teeth, not necessarily for your body, but again, it's for your teeth, because that's what I was working on. So like, we just had like little stuffies that we could show people, and like, these are the good ones, yay! So that's probably what I would do with my kids now. I'm like, oh, these foods are like superfoods. Like broccoli helps you grow taller. Reed is all about that. He'll eat a broccoli and he loves it. And he's like, am I taller now, Mom? And I'm like, you are. I can tell. You look awesome. But Reed also loves suckers. And that's like, he gets his cavities from his suckers. So like balance, moderation, all the good things.
Yeah. That's really wise. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole Kitchen Cabaret was very much giving food pyramid. And I love that for them.
Yes, it was. It was. Brandon?
I do that Corey in the House thing where they made the vegetables into fries.
Nice.
Ah,
we love veggie
and we
fries.
just hand those out like it was the Ghirardelli house or the bread tour.
This is why we co-parent our child, because I was going to say the exact same thing. I'm all about hidden vegetables.
Hidden
like
veggies.
The other night we didn't have time for dinner or something, I don't know. So I was like, "Oh, do you want a chocolate milkshake, Kit?" And I put Premier Protein and some peanut butter powder in it.
And she loves it. Happy
She actually didn't drink it, but it was delicious.
Awesome.
And she was like, chocolate milkshake, yeah.
Awesome.
And I'd give her popsicles, but my sister-in-law, SJ, told me to blend up like kale and whatnot. But she has a popsicle every day. So that, I agree with Brandon. I think that would be my approach, but you could combine them both.
Really well and you don't taste it? Zucchini.
Tell me.
So if you blend up your zucchini and your fruit juices, it'll like be delicious because it doesn't add a weird consistency. I was doing cauliflower for a while, but that makes it like grainy and weird.
Starchy, yeah.
But the zucchini is mostly water, so it's just adding like
yes, let's go.
Which for a popsicle, that's perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Yeah, I added a full like 2 zucchinis, 2 yellow squashes, and a carrot to our pasta sauce the other day, and the boys loved it. It's just pasta sauce for their spaghetti, so they're like, "Yeah, so good."
Yeah,
and I was like,
you do this a lot, right? Wasn't there something else that you told me you do hidden veggies and something else? Yeah,
big on veggies.
Yeah, I think that's like the hack, parenting hack.
And it's good for me too, because then I'm like, more veggies for me.
I know. I love fruit. I do not like veggies, so yeah. Okay. Let's do some quick haikus.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, we're back with some what? What did you say? Okay, go ahead.
It's not a good one. I was watching and learning
Halo.
And yeah, I was watching Halo.
How many? Wait, can you just tell our listeners how many Halo streams you have up right now, please?
When we started, which if you go back and watch the YouTube, I'll be moving my head a lot. When we started,
that's just I have ADD.
Well, maybe there were 5 matches going on, and I had 4 matches on this screen. I had 2 matches on this screen, and a lot of them were back to back, but they're commentated by different people that I wanted to hear. Beware the apple.
Captions on.
Well, I can't look, so I gotta pay attention. Okay. Beware the apple. They may be a cereal. Kitchen Kabaret.
Nice. Okay, very good. I'll go next. Mine is I just want to say I'm not judgmental about anyone's outfits, so wear what you want. But I'm just talking to Bonnie because this is a children's show. Okay.
Anyone's outfits.
This is not. No, stop. I just had to put a disclaimer because I don't want to.
In the back wall during that disclaimer, man, crazy.
I don't want to offend anyone. Okay, Bonnie, oh Bonnie, sing like a sugary treat. Please put on some pants.
That's awesome.
Okay, Chelsea.
I really did almost steal yours. That's awesome.
I know you really did.
Mine rhymes. Are you ready? Here you go. Veggie fruit. Ice cream in the freezer, please. Beans will make you toot.
Nice.
Yay! I love it. Veggie fruit. Okay.
Beans will make you toot.
Beans will make you toot. Okay, Chelsea, are you a theme park chicken for Kitchen Kabaret?
I mean, kind of. It was a little bit uncanny. But
fight, flight, or fun?
I think it's fun. I'm not a theme park chicken today.
Okay, Brandon, how about you?
On a hot day, I'd probably go inside, but I wouldn't make it an effort to go every time that I went if I went regularly.
Okay. Fight, flight, or fun?
Probably flight.
Okay. I'll round us out, and I'm going to say fight because I feel that Bonnie, whoever dressed her, had an opportunity to make her family friendly, and they didn't take the opportunity.
I wonder if they just forgot to put the skirt on that day. You know,
I think it's possible, but I feel like she was wearing fishnets.
Maybe she's wearing she's
a little saucy.
Skin tone leggings in the 80s.
Which it's like, do what you want, you want, but know your audience.
Yeah, know your audience, Imagineers. It's for children.
Yeah. For children.
You're not teaching the 40-year-old basement dweller how to eat his vegetables. Or maybe you are.
Well, maybe you are. Honestly, maybe you are. His mom brought him to Disney World for one day, and this is the lesson he needed.
I mean, I guess we don't really know what the target audience was. Maybe it's that guy.
Maybe.
Also, I guess things in the 80s, when you watch movies that are PG, but they're from the 80s, you're like, whoa.
Wild.
Okay. 80s were wild. Okay, well, any last closing comments?
Veggie
Brandon,
fruit.
Beautiful. Well said. Brandon, we'll let you go now.
I got nothing in my head.
You can go now. That's it. That's the show. Thanks for joining us. Follow us on Instagram at theme.park.chicken and tune in next week when we discuss
something.
Bye.
Bye.